Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is your Maker 2199 bringing you guys another commentary. This is gonna be a continuation, part 3 of my YouTube series that I have going on. Now this one I want to make it a little bit different. As I've mentioned in a few videos before, I do try to make these live and not edit them. For the most part, I think you guys can notice that some of these are not edited because of the repetition on some of the things that I've mentioned. But some of the things that I do repeat often is because I do feel like it needs that sort of emphasis in order to make the point that I'm trying to make. So do keep that in mind. These are live, and the ones that are not, you might be able to notice, you might not. My goal is for you not to notice when I do make some sudden changes and edits. But I'm trying to do this because I don't have any plans to do anything like this soon. But because of the current situation that I'm in, that I've mentioned before, and but I would like to be able to post some live commentaries, to be able to post something as it happens, not something that was pre-recorded and commented on. It's still live because I'm not editing. I'm not using the editing techniques or software to do. And right there I didn't take a shot because the guy was in front of me. If I would have taken a shot, I would have killed myself. That would have been fucking stupid, and I almost did take a shot there. I'm glad I didn't at the end because I noticed that, and sometimes I won't notice it and I'll look like a fucking dork. But yeah, I did notice it that time. I was able to catch myself and not look retarded. But this gameplay is a little bit slow, and it gets good at the end. And this is something that I've been trying to get out there, and I maybe haven't been clear enough. So I am a solo player. I mentioned it 100 times, and when I play by myself, my biggest contribution to the team is to do the best that I can, get the most kills and the least amount of deaths, or sometimes kill the people that my teammates are not able to kill. Sometimes it costs deaths, but once you're able to take these people out, your team is able to clear out the other players quite easily. So do keep that in mind. There is always strategy to what I'm doing. Sometimes there might not be a strategy, but for the most part there is. Usually the gameplay that I'm putting for commentaries, there will be, but not to be thrown off by the gameplay. Let's go into the commentary or the subject. So one of the things that I've mentioned before is to bring something new, bring a new aspect to the commentary, bring some sort of entertainment or something that makes it fresh. What you need to add is something that the game doesn't have. That's what I was saying before. And whether it's your commentary, your jokes, your informative style of commentary like I've been doing for a few of them, bring something different and have fun. Another thing that I want to mention, because I already talked about that, one thing that I want to mention is for you guys not to be afraid to experiment. Don't get into this trend that I used to see a lot of older YouTubers do, and some new ones do it too, that they have this little trend. I took those the ammo from my teammate like a total douche, but I did it on purpose because my aim was pretty on and I was contributing to the team, and I hadn't noticed what he was doing. But look at this contribution right here. Talking about contribution, there I go. I should have left the ammo for the other player. I was just messing with you guys. I knew that was coming. But yeah, that's why I said I took it like a total douche. But yeah, to get back to the commentary, don't be afraid to explore different boundaries. Change your channel up, whatever works. Explore everything that you have or that it's at your disposal. It's there for a reason. Use it. If you're already having success and you want to stay true to what you already have, feel free. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean that you have to explore new boundaries. But for those of us that are watching this video and are trying to get some tips on how to grow, how to start a YouTube channel, to begin with, and then how to grow, don't be afraid to explore new and different aspects of the game. They're there for a reason, or commentaries or whatever. You're able and free to do a lot of the things that you want to do here. You only limit yourself when you try only a certain style of commentary, or only a certain style of editing or whatever, or loading, informative, fun, you know, try to make it fun for yourself, try to make it fun for your audience, and find what the audience that you're getting is looking for. If you just wait around for the audience to come to you for the style that you want to do, you might be there forever, you know, and that's not what I want for you guys. I want you guys to be able to find some success, and if you have to take it back to what you wanted or what you envisioned the video at the first place, then feel free to do so. Don't be afraid to, you know, change things up. You can never grow too big, and you can never change anything that is gonna be wrong, you know. I don't think you can do any wrong here, or at least when you're exploring new boundaries. And I do have a series on fear, and I try to help some of you guys hopefully overcome fear. Do not be fearful. Fear is gonna hold you back, and in that video, check it out. If you guys are fearful of stuff like this, hopefully you'll be able to overcome it. But fear not only holds you back, it keeps you back from doing everything that you want and reaching the goals and your true potential. That's not what life is about. Life is about reaching and expanding boundaries, and even once you thought you had reached your boundaries, you know, pushing it forward. You know, the only way that you're going to be able to do so is by overcoming fear and overcoming failure. Don't be afraid to fail. I know fear sometimes comes because we are afraid to fail. And don't be afraid to fail, you know, failure is just part of it. You know, you try and you fail, and the only way to succeed is to keep on trying. You're not going to be successful in a lot of things the first time. Sometimes it takes a few tries or more, and that's just the nature of things. Some of us are better, or some of us have more luck in certain stuff, but that's just the way it happens, you know. Explore, do everything that you guys need to do. But again, as I'm gonna continue to get repetitive, as long as you're having fun, that is contagious, and you'll see your viewers having fun as well. They'll have fun with you. They'll continue to come and watch gameplay because they enjoy it. Do keep in mind what you're doing when you're being informative. The audience that is there, you know, cater it to that sort of, you know, style. You know, don't try to you know, have like a concoction or whatever of styles or whatever, because I don't think that's gonna work. You need to keep true to one style when you're doing it. If it doesn't work, then do explore other boundaries, but don't be a complete robot. If it's an informative video, you can throw in a few sad moments, a few raging moments, a few hilarious moments, but don't make it overpower your videos, because you're an informative person. You know, just having that aspect of it, you know, the rage or whatever, the fun, the hilarious, it adds a little bit more to it. But keep to the core of what you're doing. Views are hard to get. That's one of the things that I've noticed now. Getting people to view and subbing is even harder. You know, subbing for me is something that you have to earn. Every person that I've subbed into personally to their channels, they've earned it. You know, the sub that they have from me, they've earned it. The videos that I watch and like and all of that, they have been well earned. And I want you guys to take that into perspective. You know, don't fall into these schemes of other YouTubers telling you, we're gonna make you famous, or try to go to another bigger YouTuber and try to make them shout you out. You know, don't do that. You know, try to earn every sub that you get, because that's the best way to keep your audience and grow your channel. You know, yes, YouTube shoutouts and all of that do help, and they're immensely appreciated, but don't try to bank on it. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. Don't try to get success from it. I did notice that enemy was around me. I don't know how I didn't notice him during the game, and how he didn't kill me. We both were oblivious to the situation or our surroundings there. Thankfully, I wasn't taken out. But yeah, just bank on you. You know, invest on you. Make yourself good. People will follow you if you're true to yourself. I believe that 100%. YouTube right now, from what I've heard, is more based on views than subscribers. I know that having either or is not gonna hurt. It's only gonna help. So try to get as many views and subscribers as you can. The very first tip that I heard and I followed, and it was great because it did get me a bigger audience, was to get siblings, family members, friends to sub and watch your videos. If they don't want to sub, that's fine. Watch or whatever your videos, like them if they have an account, have them like them, and that's gonna help you get a bigger audience. You know, if you just put a video, have 0 viewers, you're not gonna get an audience like that. That's not the way YouTube works. Hopefully this was informative. Hopefully you guys like, sub, and we'll see you on the next one.